My name is William Koziera, and I'm the owner of John's Building Supply here in Pittsfield, Mass. And we're a manufacturer of concrete block, retaining wall, and we sell stone and everything that goes with masonry to try to make a living.
We currently have the JCB Teletruk 35D, and well, it's a wonderful machine. I would suggest nobody else buy it because I don't want to give them the edge.
We can unload and load across the bed of a truck, and in some instances it's a far better and quicker. We do use it in our storage areas under a tent. So we do get in some pretty tight circumstances, but when it allows us to boom out 7 or 8 feet, now it just makes it a lot easier for us, and we don't break as much product. And that's a big issue, breaking product, and we don't want to do that.
Some pallets on the ground will have snow and ice, so you can't pick them up without breaking them. So the telescope, you can reach up and over and pick off one that's up a little bit higher and still get the job done.
You know, what's nice about this, it's really tight. The cab is tight. Good engineering, it seems. The rollover protector structure is strong.
Now, the local dealer is Liftech, and they do a good job. They do a very good job. We've been around since 1948, and virtually since then we've had a Liftech vehicle here. Peter brought it to our attention from Liftech. Hey, you got to try this. You try this and you're going to want it. He's absolutely right. Compared to other brands, they're usually too wide. They can't maneuver in the tight spots, and we're very tight here.
We use it for loading trucks, customer orders, moving block and pallets around the yard. There's a construction site across the street at the moment that we've run pallets of block across onto the site.
It expanded what we could do with it, and we can load sand and we can load gravel. But also, because our rows where we stack our block are only 5 foot wide, we needed something narrow enough to be able to pull snow with the bucket and get the snow out of the rows to make it easier and quicker for the help.
For us to have the additional lift capacity and a narrow stance is unique to most block manufacturers because the yard is always tight, always. So this just fit the bill perfect. Now you have the ability to put different attachments on this as well. We have a bucket, we have forks, and probably soon to be a broom attachment. So the versatility is there, which most lift trucks don't have.
It's easy to operate. It's no different from any other lift truck. Once you've been in there for a half an hour, you figured everything out, and that's all you need to do. So yeah, in that respect, yeah, it's quite easy.
We deal with a lot of heavy products, and if you make the wrong move, you can get hurt, seriously. And interacting with customers, and you don't want to hurt them either. It is a safe machine, and people actually like to see it. It's different than the usual. That's the reason I don't want the competitors to get it, and the customers love it.
Well, they have nice extended service, so we don't have to do it every 200 hours. It's 500-hour service.
Daily checks aren't a problem. Service we have done by Liftech, but we're actually very big on maintenance here. It costs way too much not to do it. So daily checks are done, and you can see by the machine's about a year old. It's still in nice shape, and it gets used every day, 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, the 4x4 helps a lot because, like, especially this time of year, the winter time and the spring, you still have snow, you have mud. So a normal forklift, a lot of places you'd get stuck, start spinning.
Well, it's 4-wheel drive. Doesn't get stuck nearly as much or doesn't get stuck at all. In fact, our lift trucks were just standard lift trucks. Now, of course, we have 4-wheel drive. It's got a cab on it. We couldn't keep anybody out of this lift truck all winter long.
Lots of times we get stuck with the standard lift trucks, and the JCB is often used to pull them out. Or before we would bring the payloader over, or truck or something else and extract the vehicle from whatever mess it was in. But now we don't have to. Now the JCB does the majority of the nasty work, and the improved services, we've kind of learned to use the JCB over everything else.
Like the ramp in front of our plant here is a decent pitch and it goes up there no problem. There's a lot of things that the JCB can do that some of the other forklifts we have can't.
The biggest benefits of the machine, easy to operate, the enclosed cab, the four-wheel drive by far as I'm concerned, and the reach. And that narrow, compact design pretty makes it unsurpassed. I haven't seen anything else on the market that would do what the Teletruk does. And we've tried a number of different brands, but the Teletruk really fits our needs well. And to be honest with you, I would buy another one.
Whatever it takes for us to be better than our competition, that's what we want. This lift truck has certainly opened our eyes, and the customers kind of like having something put in the front of their truck without having to slide it. And a lot of the bodies on these trucks are all beat up, so sometimes it's difficult to slide them up. This makes it so much easier. Would I get another one? Yeah. Would I recommend this to other people in my business? I'm surprised they don't have one already. That's honestly, yeah, it's been great for me. It's been a good experience, and a good experience with our dealer.